Testing for audio at Wisconsin Rapids. Testing good. Wisconsin Rapids, Iola-Scandinavia. All right. I guess we're starting right now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids, Southwood County Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School as we bring you Week 5 of the 2022 high school football season here on Zaleski Sports. It is homecoming week here at Assumption High School as we wrap up homecoming week here tonight, as it always is, with some high school football on Zaleski Sports. It is the visiting Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds coming in at 0-2 overall. They are 0-2 in the conference coming in against the Assumption Royals, 3-1 overall, 2-0 in the conference. Their two conference wins coming with the crossover wins against Pittsville and Marathon. Again, good evening, everyone. Steve Maves alongside Olivia Zimmerman and Joshua Bush on this beautiful Friday night here in central Wisconsin. It is one of those special nights as we inch closer to the middle and the end of the high school football season. More homecomings, more get out and enjoy some high school football. It's really hard to believe. I mentioned it last week when I was in Wrightstown, mentioned it the week before, and I'll mention it again here tonight. We're already halfway through this thing. At halftime of this game, we'll be halfway through the high school football season. And it is very, very hard to believe. It is week 5. We have 4 more weeks after this. And it's coming down to the wire. Assumption looking to get over that hump here against the Iola-Scandinavia team. They lost last year 42-34, a game that a lot of people think that they should have had, including myself. Iola-Scandinavia, of course, led last year by Parker Prawl, an all-state player in football and basketball and I believe track and field as well. Last week they did take a loss to Abbotsford, 63-27. Parker Gullickson, the quarterback, 10 of 20 last week, 95 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air, 26 carries, 151 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Ryan Campert, 5 rushes, 46 yards. But again, all offense for Iola-Scandinavia running through this quarterback for the Thunderbirds. They did give up last week. It's hard to believe. It's one of the most impressive stats that you'll hear. Abbotsford's not a team to take lightly, and a team that is very, very fast. Last week for Abbotsford, 32 carries, 650 yards, and 9 touchdowns on the ground for the Abbotsford Falcons in their win against Iola-Scandinavia. For Assumption, 51-20 last week. They scored 30 points in the second quarter against Marathon. They trailed actually 8-7 after the first quarter. Jack Klott threw the air, 1 of 4 for 7 yards. Cade Stats had a touchdown pass to Ryan Shaw in that game, a halfback option. The big number, Nick Lieberg, 31 carries, 243 yards, and 5 touchdowns last week for Nick Lieberg. Assumption, as mentioned, coming off of winners 3 of their first 4 to start the season. Next week they are at Pacelli. That is a Saturday afternoon game at Gerke Field in Stevens Point. Then they're at home against Loyal in Week 7, at Webster in Week 8. That is a 5 o'clock kickoff at Webster. We will not be there, but we will have a link to the WIAA network that covers a lot of the northwest part of the state. So if you want to watch that game, we will have a link to that game for you in Week 8. In Week 9, home against Rochelle. It's a Thursday night game. Joking about it last week or the week before, and we'll mention it more and more once it comes closer. But that is a Thursday night game with Lincoln playing Friday night to end their season. Assumption and Rochelle, 4:30 kickoff on Thursday afternoon on October 13th. So why it's like that, who knows? But we are going to have Thursday afternoon football in mid-October. Tonight on Zaleski Sports, we have a whole big slate of games for you. The biggest one of them all Number 5 ranked Colby in Division 5 heads to Edgar, the number 1 team in Division 7. That game is live. Tom King on the call of that one for you. Tom King, who was here last week, on the call of that one in Edgar. Spash is at DC Everest trying to get over that hump. They lost last week here at Lincoln. DC Everest lost at Marshfield last week as well. Marshfield is at Wausau West. Battle of the unbeatens in the Valley Football Association. Greenwood is at Gilman. Pacelli is at Rochelt. Spencer Columbus is at Amherst. Nakusa is at Marshfield. Nakusa is at Stratford, playing at Marshfield. Shawano is at Waupaca. Iola-Scandinavia has been standing on the end line for the last 2.5 minutes, waiting for the national anthem, as we'll do the same here in just a moment. But again, appreciate everyone tuning in tonight here on Zaleski Sports, your home for Assumption Royal football and athletics all over the place. Colby at Edgar, Marshfield at Wausau West. They're about to get underway. It looks like Parents' Night maybe at Tom Field in Wausau. Spencer Columbus live in Marshfield as well. Good to see that. Iola-Scandinavia and Assumption, of course. Pacelli and Rochelt about to get underway. Not taking anything away from the folks in Rochelt, but the 50-yard line looks a lot like what the Bears did last week in Chicago. Their sidelines was all squiggly. The same goes right now in Rochelt. Shawano is at Waupaca, and Greenwood is at Gilman. Hopefully bring you the live stream as well of Hortonville and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Get you some score updates from the Fox Valley as well. Yeah, they are live, so we'll keep you up to date on Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln and Hortonville as well here tonight. If we can get her loaded. Ooh, beautiful field in Hortonville. About a minute to go here before our announcements begin. And again, a great crowd on hand for Homecoming Night 2020 here in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll get into what happened last year at Homecoming against Webster. Hopefully not the same result, and hopefully not the same issues that we had last year for Homecoming a year ago for Jack Klott and the Assumption Royals. So, and get the okay, the national anthem will be had. They will not, I believe. It looks like maybe they'll do it during the starting lineups for Assumption. One thing that I've noticed, and Olivia and Josh might tell me wrong, but for Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, when they're at home, they're in the north end zone, and Assumption in the south end zone for starting lineups, as I believe anyway. Lincoln always runs out of the north end zone for their starting lineups. We will keep it here for the national anthem. It will be performed by Molly Thomas and the Assumption Pep Band. We'll keep it here. Assumption will kick off when we finish the invocation and the national anthem, and we'll have that right here on Zaleski Sports.
Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Thank you for the opportunity to bring out the best in each other. Please keep everyone safe from injury, harm, and disrespect. For our athletes, coaches, fans, and officials, give each of us the charity, humility, and courage to play, coach, cheer, and referee in a manner which is pleasing you, giving our absolute best for your glory and honor. St. Michael the Archangel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing and face the flag. Joining the singing of our national anthem, played this evening by the Assumption Band, under the direction of Miss Molly Thomas.
Thanks, guys. All right, welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Wonderfully done by the Assumption Pep Band. Jackson Freedy. Parker Gullickson. You'll hear a lot of Jackson Freedy. Curio Capistra. Carter Mellum.
Number 13, senior
Soren Grenley. Did not. There's number 8, Campert. Billy Myers out there again, under the head coach Scott Erickson, again, as he has been for many, many moons at the tutelage of the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds football team. Again, it is a special night here in Wisconsin Rapids. Homecoming 2020, always bringing out some alumni and the likes of that, as Iola finishing up their starting lineups. Again, broadcasts all over the state tonight at Edgar, at Wausau West, at DC Everest, in Amherst. Manny Schultz, the first one out. He's going to smash through the paper. Manny Schultz, Ryan Shaw, Jack Klott. Everybody says Klott. I was told Klott. I'm going to go with Klott. So, Cade Stadge threw a touchdown last week. Nick Lieberg, the backs. Joey Moyer. Gunnar Krause. Gunnar Kraus, pardon me. Xavier Hoffman.
Number 65, junior Adam Hazel. Number 76, senior Kenny Golot.
And Kenny Golot, along with Brad Jorgensen. So those are your starting lineups here tonight. Sit back, relax. It's going to be a good one here tonight on Zaleski Sports, your home for Assumption Royal Athletics, as we have been the last handful of years. It's our good friend Josh Paltz making the way to the sidelines. Newlywed Josh Paltz, boys basketball coach. And again, Assumption will kick off right to left to start things. That is south to north. If you're directionally known, or if you know directionally, as you know, all the games just about to kick off. Geez, they're already underway in Schofield, and Spash has it deep inside their own territory. See what all that is about here. It was a kickoff, and it was. Man, oh, man. Tough start for Stevens Point against DC Everest. It died right at the 2-yard line. Holy cow. What a job, and there was a penalty. Colby at Edgar, the big one here tonight. Keep our eye on that one. And, again, Assumption to kick off in Mason Kubis. Iola-Scandinavia did score 14 points in the first quarter last Friday against Abbotsford. So you'll see how they come out here tonight against the Assumption Royals. Can appreciate everyone tuning in. Should be a good one. Assumption looking for win number 4 on the season in 5 weeks. From right to left, as back to receive is Carter Mellum. And it's a little blooper. Going to be caught at the 30-yard line by Copistra. He gets the edge to the 45. Going to be roped down there. And a good starting field position for Iola-Scandinavia.
Kickoff returned.
Curio Capistra on the return. And now will be underway for Iola-Scandinavia. Parker Gullickson at quarterback, Ryan Campert, the running back. They'll start at the 46-yard line of Assumption, working north to south, left to right here tonight. 4 receiver set, 2 left, 2 right. Gullickson hands it off to Camber. No, quick pass, high pass. It's going to be caught there, taken down by Shaw into Assumption territory. And number 10 on the reception.
Number 10, James Sens. Pick up 6 on the play. Second down.
And it's second down and 4. Good first play. In motion again is Singh, and flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on Iola-Scandinavia. So Parker Gullickson does throw the ball a lot. Through 4 games, he's 33 of 55 for 307 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception.
Makes it second and 9.
Moving back 5 yards on the penalty. Jaden Singh on the reception, the last one. And Gullickson's going to keep it himself. Up the middle, going to be stopped there on the loss. Going to be gobbled up in the middle by the Royals.
Parker Gullickson keeps the ball, loses a couple yards.
It was second and 9. Going to move him back to third and 12. Again, a passing situation here for Iola-Scandinavia. Again, one of the biggest things you will notice and will continuously notice throughout the rest of the football season, we'll mention it after this play here. All three receivers very far back in the backfield. Gullickson's going to keep it himself and going to go nowhere. He's going to gain a yard, gobble up there, and on the tackle is 36, Walker Livernash, and fourth down coming up. Going to give him a yard.
Keeps the ball. Joey Moyer and Nick Lieber again on that tackle.
Along with Walker Livernash. Jackson Freedy back to punt. Ryan Shaw stands, a high snap. Pressure is on. Doesn't get there. Low line drive. Going to bounce at about the 37-yard line. Take a Iola-Scandinavia bounce and a roll to the 22. And that's where Assumption will start their first possession here tonight. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. So much of our lives riding on the internet these days. Choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available. It's more reliable than cable internet, provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years and has the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. Jack Klott under center. Manny Schultz, Nick Lieberg, and Kate Statz with Ryan Shaw, the wide receiver, to the near side. First offensive play of the game. Ball at the 22-yard line of Assumption. Hand up the middle, and breaking free, and going to gain 11 on the play. Nick Lieberg on the carry.
Nick Lieberg, first down, Royals.
A good carry there by Nick Lieberg on the opening play, under 10 minutes to go. Give him 11. Clock runs. Assumption quickly up to the line. Schultz in motion, hands it up. No, Klott's going to keep it himself. Pitch it out to Manny Schultz along the far sideline. He nearly stayed in bounds.
Pitch to Manny Schultz.
They'll give him 9 on the play. And just like that, 2 rushes, 20 yards.
9 on the play.
It's going to be second and 1 coming up. This, again, Assumption right now in the conference games, conference crossover games, Assumption the only team that has wins in the Central Wisconsin Small Conference. Everybody else 0-2. Klott's going to pitch it out to Kate Statz. A lot of green in front of him. Cuts to the outside. Ryan Shaw provides a nice block all the way out to the 40-yard line. And a big gainer there by Kate Statz.
First and 10, Royals.
And the clock runs. Another big gainer. At the 42. 5, 10, 15. Give him, 13 on the play-ish. Again, all these stats are unofficial. First time really keeping stats in a game this year. Klott under center. Going to hand it up to Schultz on the counter. Going to spin out of 1. Going to be dragged down after a gain of 3 on the play.
Pick up a 4.
Going to give him 4. Again, Assumption quickly up to the line of scrimmage. And moving the ball with ease on this opening drive. Clot looks to the sideline to head coach Jeff Sullivan. Ryan Shaw lined up as a wide receiver to the far side. Joey Moyer tight end to the near side. Hands up, and no, Clot's going to keep it himself. Up the middle to the outside. Get a big block by Manny Schultz to the 10. Run over a defender inside the 5-yard line. Clot a big run inside the 5. And they're going to get him down to the 2, a gain of 34 on the play. And Assumption's got it first and goal at the 2. Jack Clot has got to get his helmet re-snapped. Look to Nick Lieberg, otherwise they're going to have to bring in Chase, and Jack's got it all good. 8:10 to go in this opening quarter. Assumption marching right down the field. Started at the 22-yard line. Hands up to Lieberg, gets tripped up. He's going to be down to the 1. And it's going to be second and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Under 8 minutes to go. Again, one big thing that you will notice, and it's already, 10 after 7 here in Wisconsin Rapids, and it's already getting dark. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Clot up the middle, touchdown Royals. Jack Clot from a yard out, and the Royals march right down the field for the touchdown. With 7:40 to go in this first quarter. And Mason Kubis coming in to attempt the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and Kubis wide right. All right, 7:40 to go, opening quarter, 6-0 Assumption. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Mason Kubis back to kick it away for the Royals. Again, a very successful opening drive for Assumption. Went right down the field. And with ease it was for the Royals. Kubis did miss the PAT, still leading 6-0. Assumption crowd a little light tonight as Kubis kicks this one in the end zone. But a little light tonight with Assumption cross country taking part in a meet in Stratford tonight. Need fall cleanup supplies? Get it all at Fleet Farm. Check out their deals on mowers, carts, power equipment, grass seed, and more. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. 1st and 10 for Iola-Scandinavia. Ball at the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Nobody with Parker Gullickson in the backfield. In motion now is Campert. And he's going to keep it himself. Off the left side. Get a big hole on the outside. Schultz is able to get off the block, but not after a first down. A gain of 11 by Parker Gullickson. And a first down. The first down for the Thunderbirds.
He'll pick up a first down.
Score updates. Scoreless in Edgar. Marshfield up 7-0 on Wausau West. That's kind of a surprise. And Gullickson's going to keep it himself again. Going to be bottled up there. Walker Livernash, first one to meet him in the backfield. A big hit by Livernash. A loss of 2. Walker Livernash met him right in the hole and took him down. DC Everest up 7-0 on Spash. Amherst up 6-0 on Spencer Columbus. Off the left side is Camper trying to get the edge. Assumption right there. Cade Stats, Joey Moyer and company. And they're going to say no gain on the play. And no loss on the play. No gain, no loss for Campert. His first carry on the night. 3 receivers to the near side for Iola-Scandinavia. Campert in the shotgun with Gullickson. Back to pass, looking for his receiver, and nearly intercepted and incomplete. Ryan Shaw looking for interception number 4 on this season. And it's going to be another punting situation for the Thunderbirds. The Stratford already up 14-0 on Nakusa. Of course, our game here. Let us know where you're watching from. Give you a shout out here on Zaleski Sports. Pacelli already up 7-0 on Rochelt. 7-0 Wapaka over Shawano. A high punt going to go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Looks like rainy and overcast in Gilman. Greenwood and Gilman football. Hortonville and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. I believe Lincoln scored. The scoreboard at Hortonville is not centered up, so I can't really read it too well. So we'll see about that. Edgar leads 6-0 on Colby. Jack Klott back under center for the Royals. And pitches it out to Cade Stats. Tries to get the edge. He does to the 50, the 45, 40 inside Iola-Scandinavia territory. All the way to the Iola 31-yard line. A big gainer for Cade. Cade, another good long run. And it's going to be 1st and 10. As Mason Kubas had to come in, and Cade Stats had to get his shoe retied. Klott is going to keep it himself off the left side. Tries to bounce out. He runs into Manny Schultz, but not after he gains 7 yards.
Picked up 7 on the play.
Another nice carry by Jack Klott. 2nd and 3, under 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. I know Josh and Olivia weren't with me when I went down to Necedah in week 1, but it sure feels a lot like that game in Necedah. Assumption absolute domination. Schultz in motion. Flag comes in. And it's going to be a false start and a penalty on the Royals. Assumption led that game 35-0 at halftime. Again, not quite there, but it sure feels a lot like it. As Royals will march back 5 yards. And appreciate everyone making us part of your Friday night here on Zaleski Sports. Wisconsin's largest high school broadcaster. Nobody does it bigger than Zaleski Sports. 9 games tonight. Hands it up, no ball's on the ground, and ball's still loose, and Joey Moyer, oh my goodness. It was squirting all around the turf. Klott lost it. Joey Moyer was the last one to find it and fell on top of it. Big break for the Royals.
3rd and 9.
3rd and long coming up for Assumption. Again, a team that does not throw the ball a whole lot. See our friends Lydia Smits and Morgan Reichel. A couple of Assumption Royal athletes in their own right. And off the right side, Manny Schultz keeps his feet and is going to reach out close. Going to gain a couple of yards. It's going to be 4th down it is a situation where Assumption is in a place to go for it, and they are. 4th down coming up. 4th down and about 3. 4:40 to go in this opening quarter. Clock back under center. And they point to Iola-Scandinavia, and it might be a free first down for Assumption. See what they discuss. Flags from both side officials, and it is going to be a offsides, 5 yards, free first down.
Offsides on Iola. That penalty will give the Royals a first down.
So all that results in a first down for Assumption. And up the middle for Stats at the 10-yard line. And nearing another first down, gains 9 more on the play. And quickly to the line. Clot back under center. He's going to keep it himself, follow his runners inside the 5, reach. He's going to be inside the 1-yard line. He just followed his runner, Manny Schultz or Kate Stats, one of the two, and it was as easy pickings as you can get. Clot back under center. In motion, going to hand it. No, walk right in the end zone off the right side. Clot into the end zone for the second time tonight. And the Royals lead 12-0. Walked right into the end zone off right guard and right tackle. As easy as it gets. And now they're going to try for the 2-point conversion. Clot's going to keep it again. Stiff arm, and he successful on the stiff arm. And the 2-point conversion is good. Clot scored them all so far for Assumption. 3:42 to go in this opening quarter. 14-0 Royals. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Get you some score updates here from our Zaleski Sports Network. 14-8, Waupaca over Shawano. Waupaca looking for win number 1 on the year. And then they have played a gauntlet of a season, of a schedule so far. And playing Shawano tonight up early in that one, 14-8 at home. Jack Weber on the call of that one for you. DC Everest up 14-0 on Spash. Edgar up 6-0 on Colby. 7-0 losing. Hortonville up 7-0 on Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Mason Kubis claps away the huddle. Amherst up 14-0 on Spencer Columbus in the first quarter. Kubis boots it away. Trying to run over there and track it down is Carter Mellum. He does at about the 5-yard line, and a whole host of Royals are there to take him out of bounds. 14-8, Stratford over Nakusa. They're still in the first quarter. Appreciate Cali Stats checking in. Watching from Marquette University. Appreciate Cali checking in. Watching the Assumption Royals. Talked to Cade after their first game of the year in Necedah. Probably talked to him a couple more times during the basketball season, and Gullickson kept it in too long, and Nick Lieberg drops him for a loss of 7 on the play. Parker Gullickson kept it too long on the read option, and a big loss on the play. They'll lose 5, 2nd and 15 coming up. And they are marching them the wrong way, or they are marching the wrong way. 2nd and 15. In motion. Going to hand it up off the left side. Campert again. Joey Moyer is there. Going to wrap him up. Get to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 again coming up. Going to be a shootout in Waupaca again. 14-14. 6 minutes to go in that first quarter. Looks like it's raining in Gilman. Greenwood and Gilman, 8-0. 8-player football. Third down and long coming up. Three receivers to the near side for Gullickson. Backed pass rolling out to his right, looking for a receiver, and finds him. Caught by Freedy, and he's going to get taken out, roped out of bounds for a first down. Jackson Freedy with the first down reception. Big first down for Iola-Scandinavia, 3rd and 10. It was 2nd and 15. And able to march all the way back and get that first down. Back to pass Gullickson again. In trouble, brought down by Nick Lieberg. Lieberg off the edge and was not fooled.
Tackled in the backfield by Nick Lieberg.
And another big loss on first down. There's 7 maybe on the play. 8. 2nd and 18 coming up.
7 on the play.
Again, keeping our eye on the big game in Edgar tonight. Edgar and Colby, 6-0 Edgar. There's 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Where are we? 95 seconds to go in our first quarter. 14-0 Assumption. Gullickson again, going to hand it up to Camper. No, quick pass. And they're going to say it's incomplete. Looked horizontal, not backwards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a long way to go for Iola-Scandinavia, down 14-0 here in the first. Again, halftime, I believe, I might be wrong. We'll either hear from the Assumption Marching Band or from head coach Jerry Sins from the Edgar Wildcats. And I believe at halftime they will announce the homecoming court, which I have already. A little inside knowledge. And a run right up the middle. Campert's going to be gobbled up there by Moyer, Livernash, and company, along with Gunnar Kraus. 4th down coming up, and Ryan Shaw marches backwards to his punt return area. Well, a minute to go here in this opening quarter. Whistle blows as Walker Livernash has got to get his helmet snapped in, and he does by Jack Klott. And a high punt this time. Shaw's going to call for the fair catch it at the 45-yard line, and that's where the Royals will start their next possession.
First down for the Royals.
Hear from our friends over at Key Savings Bank. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank of Wisconsin Rapids. Clap back under center, 14-0 Royals, opening quarter. And a flag flies in, and the Royals will be marched back. Assumption again at Pacelli next Saturday. 1 p.m. kickoff from Gerke Park. Week 7, home against Loyal. Week 7, if all things go right and things happen as they have been so far here tonight, and they get past Pacelli next week. If Assumption can beat Iola-Scandinavia, Pacelli, and get past Loyal in Week 7, then they will have secured a conference championship for the first time in school history. Kloss going to keep it himself off the left side. Stiff arm again, fall near the 45. Get back to the original line of scrimmage. Nope, they'll give him 1 yard less. 2nd and 11 coming up. It realistically could it be against Pacelli because of the extra conference losses that came in those crossover games. Kloss going to hand it up. No, he's going to keep it himself again. Try to get the edge. He turns it in. It's going to be 3rd down coming up. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter here in Wisconsin Rapids. All Assumption through 12 minutes. It is 14-0 Royals. We'll be back with the second quarter of action right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
All Assumption in that opening quarter. 14-0 Royals. As they will have the ball. 3rd down coming up to start the third quarter. Or excuse me, second quarter. 3rd down to start the second quarter. Klott under center. Jacks kept himself quite a bit. Stats in motion. Hands it up to the battering ram and Nick Lieberg. Falling to the 40-yard line and a 1st down for Assumption. Again, don't want to say that these are revenge games because you don't really want to say that at this point, but Assumption has a bone to pick with a lot of these teams that they haven't beat ever or in a very, very long time. And this Iola-Scandinavia team is a team that they have never beaten. Only played them twice. Kloss going to keep it himself off the left side. A nice job setting the edge either by 79 Weston Knorr or 42 Mason Kramer. Don't know who set that edge, but whoever it was did a wonderful job making Klatt come back onto the inside. It looks like it was Mason Kramer who came in and stonewalled Nick Lieberg, so Klatt couldn't get to the outside. 2nd down coming up for the Royals. Under 11 minutes to go. Stats in motion. Rolling out to his right, looking to pass. Has Shaw against the corner, and he makes the catch. Makes the catch against Carter Mellum, a cornerback that he beat a couple times last year. And a 1st down for the Royals inside the red zone at the 16-yard line. Clock runs. Assumption looking to put some more on here. And rolling out to his left this time. Looking for Moyer in the end zone. Touchdown, Joey Moyer! Klott to Moyer from 16 yards out. And it is a perfect pass by Klott to Moyer. They were working on it all warm-up long. And the Royals lead 20-0. Went to the right side, went to the left side. And the PAT incoming for Mason Kubis. Snap good, hold good. It is up, and Mason is good. 10:36 to go in this opening half. Royals lead 21-0. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children, to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Assumption leading 21-0 here on homecoming night 2022. Hear from our friends over at Rapid Sheet Metal. See Rob Schill sitting down there. I think he helps with the Stevens Point one, but it's always good to see Rob here. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the fall and winter months ahead. Give the pros at Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble. We'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Kubas a line drive kick. Going to bounce at about the 20-yard line. Picked up there along the far side. A couple of missed tackles. And looks like number 11, Berkeley Myers, maybe on the return. And that is where the Thunderbirds will start. 1st and 10 with 10:28 to go in the first half. Again, get you some score updates here. And it looks like Colby, after the interception, goes in for the touchdown. So the Colby Hornets answer after the bobble interception. And the PAT is blocked, so they're tied at 6. Gullickson rolling out to his left, looking for a receiver. Joey Moyer with the big hit. And incomplete. Manny Schultz, Ryan Shaw there. Gullickson still down on the turf after the big hit by Joey Moyer. And see if Parker Gullickson can continue. That's a big hit by Moyer. Had a free shot right at him. Had a free, clean shot. Second down and 10 coming up. Manny Schultz guarding Carter Mellum near side. In motion goes Campert. And on the counter. And going to be roped down there. Jaden Singh on the carry. It's going to be third down again right away for Iola-Scandinavia. Again, stick around to the end. We should have, depending on how all things pan out, we should have a very, very special postgame show. Again, depending on who stays or who wants to be in it. Hopefully they will all stick around. And another flag on the play from our near official, and another false start on Iola-Scandinavia. So they're tied at 6 in Edgar. Merriwood Conference title game, pretty much. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Good crowd on hand, as you would expect for homecoming. And Scott Erickson is going to take a timeout. We'll do the same back to Wisconsin Rapids in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. This is Iola Sports here with you on this beautiful Friday night. Get your next countertop, island, or stone wall from Stone Innovations. They specialize in the fabrication, design, and installation of such a great variety of stone products for residential, commercial, or public structures. Look to Stone Innovations at stoneinnovations.net. Third down and long for Iola-Scandinavia. 4 receivers set to the two near are very near. Spread out very wide. Back to pass. Gullickson again. Across the middle. Bobbled and in and out of the fingertips of Jackson Freedy. That would have for sure been a top 10 catch. But it falls incomplete. Fourth down again coming up. I would not be surprised throughout the rest of this game to see a Ryan Shaw interception or a Ryan Shaw pick six. Ryan, again, with 3 interceptions on the year. He had 2 last week. And that one's going to roll out of bounds at the Assumption 42-yard line. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And like a good neighbor, Kerry Van Aert, State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Aert, State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, short-term income protection, long-term income protection, as well as banking products. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And like a good neighbor, Kerry Van Aert, State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Find Kerry Van Aert, State Farm on Facebook to get started today.
Timeout on the field.
Iola will take another timeout. We'll keep it right here. We'll see if we can find you some score updates from around the Iola Sports Network. 21-0 here, of course, with 9:35 to go in the second quarter. 6-6, Colby and Edgar. That game is also in the second quarter. Edgar has 2 turnovers, both interceptions on their last 2 offensive plays. And Colby trying to make something of it again. See what else we've got here for you. Marshfield and Wausau West. That game is being played at Tom Field in Wausau, where Wausau West plays their games. They're in commercial break right now. Let's see if they out of commercial break here to give you a score update quick. They are not. Spash and DC Everest. Everest probably taking out a little of frustration. 17-7 DC Everest. Klott handed it off to Lieberg. He kept him. Nick wasn't going to give it up. He did gain 4 yards on the 4 yards on the play. 17-9. DC Everest, as I believe they just gave up a safety. Did DC Everest. Amherst up 28-0. As Nick Lieberg gets taken down. Nice job by Jackson Freedy on the tackle against Nick Lieberg. Wrapped him up around the ankle. It did not allow him to go any further.
Short gain on the play. Third down.
Nakusa and Stratford at Marshfield High School, Hiding Community Stadium. It is 28-8 Stratford. Rochelt and Pacelli. Keep an eye on that game for viewing and purposes of conference, says Pacelli's going to march it into the end zone. Cade Stats bouncing all around into Iola territory. First down to the 40-yard line.
Cade Stats for the carry. First down, Royals.
First down, Assumption. Shawano and Wapaka, check out that. And a flag on the play, another stoppage here. 21-14, Shawano over Wapaka. They're in the second quarter. And Greenwood and Gilman is our other game. 8-0 Gilman, looking for more.
Back 5 yards, first and 15.
First and 15 for Assumption, ball at the 45-yard line. In motion goes Stats, pitches it out to Cade. Tries to get the corner. He does. Good block by Manny Schultz along the sideline. Tripped up, keeps his balance inside the 10, and he's going to be taken out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A good job by Cade Stats to keep his balance and rumble inside the 5. First and goal for Assumption. And this is where Jack Klott has been dynamite here tonight. First and goal inside the 5 after a nice long run by Cade Stats. In motion. Klott's going to keep it himself. Get turned over into the end zone. Touchdown for Jack Klott again. Touchdown Royals, 7:44 to go here in the second quarter.
Mr. Schultz is showing 50-50. He needs your support out there. Help him out.
Mason Kubis in to attempt the PAT. Klatt the hold. It is up, and Kubis is good again. 7:44 to go here in the second quarter. 28-0 Royals. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
$7:44 to go here in the second quarter. And Mason Kubis will be back to kick it away. And going to be picked up again at the 15-yard line. Try to get the edge. He's going to be roped down there by Manny Schultz and Thomas Hanum. And first and 10 for Iola-Scandinavia, trailing 28-0 with 7:37 to go here in the first half. Gullickson again trying to find a hole. He gets to the outside and going to be taken down from behind at the 35-yard line. And Cade Stats. Nope, Mason Kubis, I believe, on the tackle. Making sure that Mason is good to go.
Mason Kubis for the tackle. Second down.
Gullickson back to pass. Going to be caught and immediately hit by Ryan Shaw. Good catch there by Carter Mellum, but a nice clean tackle by Ryan Shaw.
Ryan Shaw
Third down and 2 yards to go. 6:17 to go. And it's going to be Iola-Scandinavia's final timeout here in the first half. We will, I believe anyway. Yep, we'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Third down coming up, run right up the middle. They're going to get the first down to the 40-yard line. First down, Iola-Scandinavia. Mellum on the with the carry or with the ball. And it's going to be second down coming up. And Colby has a 13-6 lead over Edgar. Gullickson in the shotgun. Going to keep it himself off the left side and going to be taken down there backfield by 55, Xavier Hoffman. And third down and long coming up again. 5:15 to go. Assumption will have the football to start the second half.
Xavier Hoffman for the tackle. Third down.
Again, Iola-Scandinavia out of timeouts. Wapaka trailing 28-14 now. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Gullickson back to pass. Pressure's on. Throws it in and out of the hands of Carter Mellum. And fourth down coming up for Iola-Scandinavia. In halftime, we will have homecoming court announced as well as marching band for the Assumption Royals. 4:45 to go in the second quarter here in Wisconsin Rapids. Royals lead 28-0. Homecoming 2022. Freedy on the punt. Caught by Shaw at the 25-yard line. Trying to get the edge. He's going to be upended there. And that's where the Royals will start their next possession. Leading 28-0 would will most likely see, depending on how out of hand this gets or how out of hand it might get, might see the young guy, freshman Chase Lieberg, take a few snaps at quarterback. And upcoming for Assumption at Pacelli next Saturday, home against Loyal on the 30th, at Webster on the 7th of October, and then back at home to finish up the season. Manny Schultz ahead of steam, and he's going to be taken down at the 35-yard line. Found a hole and punched right through it all the way to the 35 for Assumption. First down Royals. Week 8 at Webster, 5 o'clock kickoff on October 7th. And then finishing up the season at home Thursday, October 13th at 4:30 against Rochelle. Klott's going to keep it himself, trying to cut back to the inside. He's going to fall, gain about 7.5, 8 yards. Second down coming up. Clock back under center. Going to hand it up to Stats off the right side. Stiff arm a couple of people. Going to be dragged down there. Enough for another Assumption first down with 3:40 to go in this 3:40 to go in this second quarter. First and 10. Lieberg off the right side, breaks a couple tackles, gets shellacked on the blind side. And make sure Nick is all right. That was a big hit. Second and 5. Second and 4, 3 minutes to go. See if Assumption can play for it to get a touchdown. And again, then they start the second half with the ball. So it could be double whammy here to get this one going. Pitches it out to Cade Stats off the left side. Gets a nice block by Manny Schultz. A flag comes in. Not sure if it'll be on Manny, but that was a good block by Manny Schultz. So I'm marching back. A good block by Manny Schultz. I don't know if it'd be on Manny or not, but
once again, we've had a cell phone turned into the booth up here. Please check. Could be yours.
second and long. Second and 14 with 2:25 to go. Clot back to pass. Tries to double move. Has Shaw. He got held. No call. It is going to be caught inside the 5. Is it a touchdown? No. But what a catch by Ryan Shaw. He got held on the double move. No call. Came up and still made the big catch. What a catch by Ryan Shaw. Again, got held on the break. And then what a catch by Ryan. First and goal inside the 2. Doesn't get much prettier than that. Clap back under center. Late on the snap, but Lieberg walks into the end zone for the touchdown. 1:55 to go in the first half. 34-0 Royals. Mason Kubas in to attempt the PAT. Man, oh man, can't put together a nicer drive than that. Snap good, hold good, and the PAT is up, and it is perfect. 1:55 to go in the first half. 35-0 Royals. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
all been all Assumption here in homecoming 2022 so far. Again, last year homecoming really saw the end of the beginning of the end for Assumption after Jack Klott got hurt on a punt. He was defending a punt. The ball is loose, and Iola-Scandinavia will fall on top of it, but he was trying to go down and defend on the punt, and he ran into one of the Webster players and hurt his shoulder, and that was it. Reed Dillman, they went to Loyal. Reed put on quite the show, but was not quite against Pacelli, which nobody really was last year. Pacelli was head and shoulders over everybody. But 1st and 10 for Iola-Scandinavia. Gullick's in the shotgun, rolling out to his left, looking for a receiver. Pressure is on. It is going to be in and out of the hands and incomplete. 1:49 to go. 6 seconds off the clock.
Once again, we do have a cell phone up here in the booth.
Somebody.
There's an iPhone with a Verizon.
Somebody lost the phone about 20 minutes ago and have not come to claim it yet. Gullickson again, back to pass. Rolling out, and it's going to be caught. Nice catch there by 42, Mason Kramer. The pressure did not quite get there in time, and Gullickson put it high where Kramer could go up and get it, made the catch. First down, Iola-Scandinavia. Got to be the first time inside Assumption territory. Kramer comes up limping. Gullickson rolling out to his right now and throws it low and incomplete. Bang, bang there for Manny Schultz. And the receiver, I believe that was Jackson Freedy. Kramer still limping around, the wide receiver to the near side. 90 seconds to go. Back to pass again, looking for the home run. And it's going to be incomplete. Flag comes in, a couple of them on Manny Schultz. Manny didn't let Freedy go. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty and a 15-yard penalty and a first down. Manny got caught up and did not allow Jackson Freedy to get freed up on the pass. One of the easier ones that officials will have. That's a 15-yard penalty. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Iola-Scandinavia at the 29-yard line with 85 seconds to go in this first half. Again, the Thunderbirds with no timeouts left. $35-0 Assumption, 1:25 to go here in the first half. Gullickson's going to keep it himself off the left side. Going to be met there, dragged back and taken down, body slammed. They'll give him the 29, no gain, no loss. Walker Livernash there again for Assumption.
Parker Gullickson on the carry.
1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Just past 8 o'clock here in central Wisconsin. Steve Mavs alongside Olivia Zimmerman and Josh Bush. Homecoming 2022 for Assumption has been all Royals. Gullickson rolling out to his right. Pressure's on. Throws it up there in and out of the hands of Freedy and incomplete. Third down coming up with 50 seconds to go. Again, halftime show. We will show the Assumption marching band and then the announcements of the homecoming court. And hopefully at the end of the game they will stick around and we'll have an opportunity to have a little special post game for you down on the field with the homecoming court from Assumption. 50 seconds to go. Back to pass. Pressure's on. Throws it up there and incomplete. Intended for Carter Mellum. And it's going to be 4th down coming up. Try the flag route. Had him there for just a second. Jack Klotz tracked him down. Fourth down and 10. Taking a lot of time, 45 seconds to go. See if Assumption can get the ball back and put it in the end zone again. Across the middle and incomplete. And Joey Moyer hits Jackson Free going across the middle. Assumption will have 40 seconds to work with and 3 timeouts. That's the worst that happens, right? You're up 35-0. We'll have the ball to start the second half. See what Coach Sullivan has in mind here. Have the speedster and Ryan Shaw. Krilo Capistra, the defender, to the near side. Klotz off the left side, going to be ankle tackle there near the 36-yard line. And the official looking to Coach Sullivan to see if they will use their timeout. I do not believe they will with 20 seconds to go. And Coach Sullivan said we are good to go into halftime. All domination by the Assumption Royals through the first 24 minutes here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Assumption 35 and the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds nothing. We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back with the marching band of the Assumption Royals and the homecoming court announcement. Back to Southwood County Stadium after this on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle with straight ahead checking.
Over the top with a low interest mortgage loan.
Sweep to the left with a high yield CD.
Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker.
Wow, what a game plan.
And a championship staff to go with it.
No, look out for that water cooler.
Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home.
I'll get the mop.
Proud to present a rhythmic percussion feature. If you direct your attention to the track right in front of the bleachers, you see the 45 members of the Assumption High School and Assumption Middle School marching band. These students range from 6th to 12th grade. Today they will present to you a rhythmic percussion extravaganza.
on the homecoming court, please meet down by the fence. All right, Royals fans, it's time to introduce you to your 2022 Homecoming Torch Run. Our team this year is made up of runners from the senior class that ran all the way back to Assumption to kick off the pep rally from Iola. They took 44 miles in stride, and they had a great time, learned a lot, and represented us well. Your torchbearer, Blake Loebner, Kristen Casey, Amber Shannick, Maddie Minell, Morgan Reichel, Casey Schultz, Gracie Hoffman, Ava Patrick, Ava Lurch, and Grace Johnson. Go for it, runners. Showing off some of their skill here for you. They sure made it look easy. Torch Run. These students are a part of Assumption history. We couldn't have done it without help from Rick Bender, our expert torch runner, and from Mark and Tracy Wiedmeyer, who stepped in to lend us their RV. We thank you all so much. We had a great year and a lot of fun. Let's hear it for those torch runners. Next, we'll be introducing the homecoming court.
Where? Yeah. A couple more down, I think.
All right, let's see that homecoming court. We have Grace Dolan, escorted by Nick Lieberg. Grace is racing tonight, and Nick plays football and is back getting talks with his coach. Next, we have Ava Goodness, escorted by Connor Peters. Morgan Reichel and Jack Platt. Jack's back in the locker room too, so Morgan is escorted by our chaplain, Father Dubs. Ava Schill, escorted by Ryan Shaw. Ryan's back in the locker room as well, so Ava is being escorted by Nolan Hartman. And ladies and gentlemen, your homecoming queen and king, Maddie Minell, escorted by Carson Martin. choose your 2022 homecoming cord.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Our Forward Bank pregame halftime show. Goodness gracious! Here on Zaleski Sports, it is the Assumption Royals 35, Iola-Scandinavia nothing. All Assumption in that first half, offensively, defensively, special teams, all around, all very, very impressive. And we'll try and get you some score updates here from around the Zaleski Sports Network. It is 16-6. Colby over Edgar there at halftime at Edgar Senior High. We also have Wausau West and Marshfield. We'll see if Trevor's still got that game going for us. As we are at halftime, again, we'll go through the we'll go through the homecoming court again here in just a moment for the Assumption Royals here in 2022. And we'll have all that here in just a quick second. No scoreboard right now at Tom Field in Wausau. Last look, it was 17-7 Wausau West. Amherst really taking it to Spencer Columbus tonight, showing what they can do. 42-0 Amherst. Nakusa and Stratford. We'll have Spencer Columbus at Nakusa next week. Not really sure what they're showing in that Stratford game. We'll see here. 42-8 Stratford over Nakusa nearing halftime. Of course, our game here, Pacelli was up on Rochelle 20-8. Shauna was up on Wapaka 34-21, and Gilman was up on Greenwood 24-0. All those games are at halftime. We start our second half here in just a second. It will be running clock the rest of the half, or the rest of the game, unless Iola-Scandinavia scores in the third quarter to get it less than 35. But if it is over 35 to start the fourth quarter, then no matter what, we run it until the end. So Assumption will start the second half with the football. So if you are a fan of quick second halves, that might be a good thing for you. The homecoming court, again, if you were not able to hear it, Ava Schill and Ryan Shaw, Ava Goodness and Connor Peters, Morgan Reichel and Jack Klott, Grace Dolan and Nick Lieberg. And the queen was Maddie Meinel and King Carson Martin, the homecoming court for the 2022 Assumption Royals. Good news if you're a Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln fan. The Red Raiders out on top of Hortonville 16-7 again at Hortonville High School. The Hortonville Polar Bears. And that could bear well for Lincoln homecoming in a couple of weeks. Hortonville beat Appleton West. Hortonville beat Appleton West last week 40-8. And so that's and that is who Lincoln plays on October 7th. Clock runs. A little late on the wind, but we are good to go. If you're looking for hunting or recreational property, just call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. Again, if you're looking for hunting or recreational property, just call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. That's 715-213-4468. Claude's back out there. Jack's going to keep it himself, cut back inside, and he's going to be taken down, fall near the 45-yard line of Iola-Scandinavia. 46 they'll give him. And it's going to be second down and about 5 for the Royals. Maybe give Jack another quarter and then see what the freshman Chase Lieberg, who will most likely be the quarterback next year in the next 3 years, see what Chase can do. Get him some time in there. 5'8", 145. And a running clock here. Manny Schultz in motion on the counter. Joey Moyer, a lot of green grass in front of him. Stiff arms the defender, falls inside the 25-yard line. Put Gullickson into the ground, and Joey Moyer on the counter gets it to the 23-yard line. A vicious stiff arm from the senior. And it's 1st and 10 for Assumption. Klott had nowhere to go. Lose a half a yard. It's one of those Derrick Henry stiff arms from Joey Moyer. A thing of beauty. Assumption 3-1, looking to go 4-1 and 3-0 in the conference again. Loyal is playing a non-conference game against Kingdom Lutheran Prep or something. Kingdom Prep Lutheran out of Wauwatosa. Tomorrow, I think. That game's, I think, being played in the Wisconsin Dells at 1 o'clock tomorrow. But nonetheless, as Lieberg's off the right side, keeps those legs running inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. But Iola-Scandinavia will pick up their 3rd loss. Rochelle will pick up their 3rd loss. Loyal will take on Iola-Scandinavia next week. So realistically, going into their game against Pacelli next week, if Assumption knocks off Pacelli and Iola-Scandinavia beats Loyal, Assumption could wrap up the conference next Saturday. Realistically, with only 2 conference games left. So we'll keep our eye on that game, Iola-Scandinavia and Loyal. Loyal travels to Iola. Either way, week 7, when Assumption plays Loyal, if Assumption can beat Loyal, then they will win their first conference title in school history. 1st and 10, at least since they've joined the WIAA. Manny Schultz off the right side, going to be stood up, pushed back, pushed down at the 8-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. And then after that game against Rochelle, they'll have a day off. So maybe a handful of them will come over here and watch Lincoln and Menominee out of Michigan. Will be Wisconsin Rapids' last regular season game. And then on Saturday, I believe, depending on what the WIAA has planned out, Saturday will probably be the day we figure out where Assumption will be playing. And Nick Lieberg falls into the end zone. Touchdown. Nick from 8 yards out. That was a mean run there. An aggressive run by Nick Lieberg from 8 yards out, and the Royals put another one on, 41-0. But again, after all the games are settled on Friday nights, then the computer gets to work, and we'll figure out where the Royals will be playing a playoff game. You got to be wrapping up a playoff spot fairly soon. Mason Kubas puts it through the upright and good. 7:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. 42-0 Assumption. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
$7:34 to go in the ball game. Assumption leading 42-0. And going back to talking about that playoff scenario and what might happen if Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln wins out, which they realistically could. I think they're at Marshfield next week. Not next week. They're at Everest next week. Marshfield week 7, and then home to wrap up the 2 final games. But if they win out and Assumption wins out, somebody might be playing on Friday and somebody might be playing on Saturday. Or they play Assumption early, 4 o'clock maybe, and then Lincoln at 7 or Lincoln at 8. So we'll see. But again, that's still a month and a half or a month away. Figuring all that stuff out. Kubas back to kick, 7:34 to go in the ball game. Or excuse me, in the third quarter, 42-0 Royals. Sounds going to be picked up at about the 16-yard line. And a hole for Berkeley Myers going to be taken down there. And a good return by Iola-Scandinavia. They'll need, 8? They'll need at least 8 to stop the clock. Not there now. First and 10 for Parker Gullickson and the Thunderbirds. In motion, Carter Mellon going to on the counter. No, Carter's going to have it. Stiff arm Ryan Shaw, going to be trucked out of bounds by Nick Lieberg. Second down coming up.
Carter Mellon with a carry. Short gain on the play, it'd be second down.
Rustic Redefined provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Second down and 9. Gullickson, quick pass. It's going to be caught by Mellum. He's going to run over a couple defenders, break 3 or 4 tackles. And it's going to be close to a first down. I give them the first down. First down, Thunderbirds. First and 10, 5:45 to go. Third quarter, 42-0 Assumption. Gullickson's going to keep it himself off the left side. Going to be stood up by Moyer there. Pushed back, taken down, gain of a yard. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook. Get started today. Second and 9, 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Gullickson relays the play to Ryan Campert. In motion is Carter Mellum. Mellum into the Campert up the middle. Mellum was into the backfield on the triple option. Gave it to Campert. Gains about 3 or 4 on the play. It's going to be third down coming up with under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Head over to ZaleskiSports.com. Weekly schedule. See all of our upcoming games next week. 2 soccer games to kick it off on Monday. A handful of volleyball on Tuesday. And right back at it with football on Friday. And then football on Saturday next week as well. Quick pass out to Mellum. Good closing speed by the Royals. Shaw, Lieberg, and Moyer. Fourth down coming up. And not sure. Well, I was hoping to be able to get the homecoming court at the end of this ball game on the field for an inner or for the in the house. Not sure if they have all stuck around. Gullickson off the left side, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Royals will take it with 3:45 and counting to go in the third quarter. So we will see.
Fourth down carry is short. That'll give the Royals a first and 10.
First and 10 for Assumption. 3:30 to go. Thank you to our game day sponsors, Zach's Technology, Rapid Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, Trading Post, and Scott Krug Realty. Again, without all of our sponsors, our commercials, lower thirds, our reads, we'd not be able to bring you games every week, as many as we have this year and will do for the rest of the year. And that one's going to be bobbled, fumbled, picked up off the face mask of Stats. And still gains about 3 yards, 4 yards on the play. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in to Zaleski Sports.
Second down.
See what have here from Paul Jaglinski from the cross-country meet. Assumption won it big time. Under the running of Lucy Dolan, Jordan Jaglinski, Bailey, Brooke, Grace, Isabel, and Ashlyn. Grace Dolan, the lone senior on that cross-country team, and absolute domination by them again. Again, cross-country meets in Stratford. Lieberg trying to keep his footing, and he does! To the 40, stiff arm, going to be taken out of bounds. And there's an injured Thunderbird on the play. And we will take a look at who that is. We'll see on the play on what may have happened. That's Parker Gullickson on the ground, and that's number 1, Jackson Freedy. And Ryan Shaw could have easily been flagged for a blindside block. Luckily, he wasn't, freeing Nick Lieberg, but Freedy is still on the ground. We'll take a quick break. It was a big hit by Ryan Shaw. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
The Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids is Central Wisconsin's premier antique mall, consignment, and sports shop. We're the store with more selection, more items changing daily, more chances to find something unique.
Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids, the store you can get lost in and enjoy it.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Jackson Freedy able to get up by himself and jog off the field. It's a shootout in Milwaukee as well, the Brewers and the Yankees. They're in the third inning. They start at 7 o'clock. They're in the third inning. It's 5-3, New York. Run right up the middle. Kate Stats to the end zone. Touchdown. A flag comes in. A couple of more Thunderbirds on the turf. And the official points to the Assumption side as Weston Knorr gets up slow. It's going to be a flag on Assumption. That's going to march him back yet again. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Stats went the distance, but right up the middle it was. Can appreciate everyone tuning in tonight on Zaleski Sports, your home for Assumption Royal Athletics. Had a doozy of a volleyball game on Tuesday. Assumption falling to Marathon in 5 sets. We'll have more exciting Assumption volleyball on Tuesday next week. They'll take on the Edgar Wildcats. Ryan Shaw off the right side, going to be spun down near the 40, a gain of 5 on the play. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. And then we will have continuous clock the rest of the way, no matter what, once we hit the fourth quarter. We'll have an opportunity to talk to head coach Jeff Sullivan at the conclusion of this game. And then hopefully, if anything, we'll have Jack Klott talk to Jack after the game. Hoping to have homecoming court as well. Klott's going to keep it himself up the middle. Going to be pounded past the 30-yard line to the 29. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 4 when we get back to start the fourth quarter here in Wisconsin Rapids. All Assumption, 42-0 Royals. We'll take a break, come back with the final 12 minutes here on this beautiful Friday night in Wisconsin Rapids. 42-0 Assumption. Back to Southwood County Stadium after this on Zaleski Sports.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stones shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
We begin the fourth quarter here in Wisconsin Rapids, 42-0 Assumption. Score update from Edgar. Colby Hornets up 18-6.
It is time for the 50-50 drawing. Get your tickets out.
And looks like the Royals.
Very generous. The kitty that you're going to win is $495.
Oh my goodness. $495 for the 50-50 tonight. Claude still in there. Maybe one more touchdown, and he'll see his night come to an end. Kate Stats off the left side. Still ground and pounding first down, Assumption.
Okay, if your ticket is 2, 4, 7, 4, 2, 6, 2.
Nearly $500. It is the biggest crowd we've seen, and as you would expect for homecoming weekend. Biggest crowd for Assumption football, at least. And maybe we'll see more of that once the postseason starts. Hopefully, anyway. Make a little bit of a run for the Assumption Royals this year. And, again, look for the Lincoln boys as well. Kate Stats off the right side. Going to fall near inside the 20. And it's going to be second down and manageable here for the Royals. Again, we'll have an opportunity to talk to head coach Jeff Sullivan, Jack Klott. Second down for Assumption. Klott back under center. 42-0 Assumption. Nick Lieberg off the left side. He's throwing defenders all over the field. First and goal coming up from the 9. Mobile Ink in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. That's Mobile Ink. On 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Klott again. Stats up the middle, and he's going to fall to the 1. Second and goal from inside the 1 for Assumption. See if we can put up a 50 burger here tonight. It's going to be close. 42. Get it up to 49. We'll see what freshman Chase Lieberg will be able to do if he comes into the game. Would not be surprised to see him just because don't really want to get anybody hurt for the matchup against Pacelli. Stats off the left side, untouched in the end zone. Royals again. That is 48-0. Last week, Iola-Scandinavia gave up 9 rushing touchdowns. This week, was it 7? Yeah, right? Yeah, 7 so far for Assumption. They needed, or Abbotsford needed them all last week. It was 20-14 after the first quarter. Abby on top. It was 40-20 at halftime, and then 63-20 at at the end of the third quarter. Abbotsford went 20, 20, and 23 in their scoring. Good snap, good hold, and Kubas's PAT is good. 9:38 to go in the ballgame. Assumption leading 49-0. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this quick timeout on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
$49-0 Assumption, and we'll see. The one thing that Assumption doesn't have that a lot of teams might, if you're up by this much, is people just to go in and play. I mean, they've only got 20 guys on the team, and so I mean, you might switch players all around. You might put guys in different spots, let them play, and let them run in different positions, but you can't put in a JV crew. You can't put in quote-unquote second stringers to get the – I mean, you can with Chase Lieberg and some of these other guys, but can't go all out with 11 new on offense, defense, and special teams. So we'll see what Coach Sullivan has to wrap things up here. 9:38 to go. Assumption will improve to 4-1 on the year. Again, it was not that long ago. These seniors were freshmen that they went winless in 2019. Ryan Shaw with the tackle at the 25-yard line. So it has been quite the turnaround for this Assumption Royal football team. Ever since that 2019 season when they went 0-9. 2020 had a successful year. Knocked off Rochelle in comeback fashion to win their first game of that year. And then they as Gullickson is going to keep it himself off the right side. That is no longer Gullickson. The ball's on the ground. It's a fumble. Ripped out of the hands of the quarterback, Jensen Rice. And Assumption is going to take over. And Jack Klott is standing on the sideline. Chase Lieberg will take the Royals home with 8.5 minutes to go. The freshman getting some playing time here tonight. Chase Lieberg just 5'8", 145 pounds, soaking wet. Sister in attendance, Ellie Lieberg. One of the best basketball players in Assumption girls basketball recent history. And trying to get all these guys into their right spots. Carter Pavlovsky and Coach Sullivan is going to take a timeout. Try and get all these guys into alignment. See, don't you think that's a bat right there? Yeah, okay. Second bat we've seen. Saw one a couple weeks ago. Was that at soccer, I think? First one I saw? Yeah. That's creepy. Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. That's Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids. Tennis coach Phil Hartley announcing that there is a tennis quad here at Lincoln tomorrow. Assumption a part of that. Tennis courts just to the north of us. Again, upcoming schedule for Assumption at Pacelli next Saturday. 1 o'clock kickoff at Gerke Park. Week 7, that's September 30th, home against Loyal. Again, opportunity to notch up a conference title that week. Week 8 is at Webster. That's a 5 p.m. kickoff up all the way up in Webster. And Week 9 is home against Rochelt. That is October 13th at 4:30 p.m. That's a Thursday. Lieberg hands it up off the right side to big brother Nick. Or excuse me, that's Livernash. Walker Livernash. Nick is on the sideline.
Walker Livernash for the carry.
7 minutes and change left here tonight. Chase Lieberg in at quarterback. As the assistant coaches for Assumption make their way out onto the field. Livernash with it again. The ball's on the ground. And Iola-Scandinavia recovers. Score from Edgar. Colby Hornets 24. The Edgar Wildcats 6.
Recovered by the Thunderbirds.
Colby continues their winning streak. Or looks to continue their winning streak. Fourth quarter in Wausau. Wausau West 17, Marshfield 14. It's at Tom Field in Wausau. Spencer Columbus and Amherst, that was a 42-0 game at halftime, or nearing halftime. 54-0 Amherst. On the counter, near side, good job by the Royals defense. Ryan Shaw, Kate Statz, and Joey Moyer.
Berkeley Myers.
So Amherst will pick up a shutout win over Spencer Columbus, Stratford, and Nakusa. So we get a final stat here, 48-14. Of course, our game, Pacelli and Rochelle, take a quick look at that one. Jensen Rice with it on the outside. Chase Lieberg trying to chase him down. Going to be taken down there. Third down coming up.
Carry by Jensen Rice.
38-8. Or 39-8. Pacelli over Rochelt. Shawano and Wapaka. 5.5 minutes to go in our game here. Wapaka up 35-34 over Shawano in the third quarter. They're still in the third quarter. Long way to go. Jensen Rice is going to keep it himself. Going to be taken down there. Fourth down coming up. 46-0 Gilman over Greenwood. The rain is pouring in Gilman. Coming up next is our Heartland Farms postgame show. Heartland Farms is a fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. They're currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at heartland.farm as heartland.farm. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 49-0 Assumption. Jensen Rice on the counter, near side, a hole for on the carry for Ryan Campert. First down for Iola.
Ryan Kemper picks up a first down for the Thunderbirds.
Four minutes to go. Assumption leading 49-0. Upcoming for Iola-Scandinavia, they host Loyal next week. They're at Rochelle in Week 7, host Pacelli in Week 8, and then host Kingdom Prep Lutheran in Week 9 to finish up the regular season. That's Jensen Rice off the right side. He's got a hole. And Ryan Shaw trying to track him down. He pushes him out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Mason Kubis over there as well. 3:30 to go in the ballgame.
First down run for the Thunderbirds.
You see the sideline for this Assumption team wanting praying, hoping for this shutout. And Iola trying to just get on the board here. 1st and 10 from the 11. Jensen Rice hands it up to Kampert, right up the middle. Is going to be taken down inside the 5 with 3 minutes to go in the ballgame. And appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight on Zaleski Sports. We are closing in on the 9 o'clock hour. Steve Maves alongside Olivia Zimmerman and Josh Bush here tonight from Southwood County Stadium. We'll have more Assumption football for you at Gerke next week. Rice in the shotgun. Hands up to Kampert off the left side in the end zone. Touchdown for the Thunderbirds. A cheer from the Thunderbirds bleachers, sidelines. 2:32 to go in the ball game. Now opportunity to talk to Jeff Sullivan in just a little bit about really about all of the distractions that come with homecoming week, and it really didn't seem like they had many distractions here tonight as Kampert goes into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Not many distractions and really just domination from the word go. 49-8 with 2:32 to go. Again, just head over to ZaleskiSports.com. Probably Monday afternoon, Monday morning. I think Trevor will probably get the weekly schedule, a Grassland Dairy weekly schedule updated. And then we'll have all those for you next week. It is going to be another action-packed week on Zaleski Sports, as it will be probably all the way until the end of the spring sports season, with as many teams, many schools as we have brought on. We've got a lot of them for you. 9 games tonight. We'll have, I think, 10 next Friday, and then 1 next Saturday. We will have Lincoln live. Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln will be at DC Everest. Chris Conley will bring you that game live, as well as Tony Hollander and the crew at DC Everest. Somebody doesn't want to leave. 2:32 to go. Just a matter of fielding the kickoff and having Chase Lieberg kneel a couple times. We'll get out of here. Trying the onside kick, and going to be gobbled up there by Assumption. And Chase in there to hand it off a couple times and kneel it a couple times, and we'll be hunky-dory and get out of here with 2:15 to go in the ball game. Again, just another impressive outing by this Assumption team. Last week, 51 against Marathon. This week, 49. 100 points in the last 2 games. Averaging 34 coming in. Iola-Scandinavia giving up an average of 52 points a game. That's going to be the first time since Iola has joined this conference that Assumption will have beaten Iola-Scandinavia. First meeting in 2020 was 50-12 Iola. In 2021, last year, 42-34. And we'll have our chance here in about 90 seconds. Go down and talk to head coach Jeff Sullivan and wrap this one up. I might head down there before the crowd gets too crazy. Chase Lieberg going to take a couple of knees and head down there and talk to Coach Sullivan here in just a quick moment. Lieberg takes that knee, and the Assumption Royals on Homecoming 2022 get a huge 41-point victory over the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds, 49-8. 8. Assumption will improve to 4-1 overall, 3-0 now in the Central Wisconsin Small Conference. And Iola-Scandinavia will drop to 0-5 and 0-3 in the conference. One more kneel down for Chase Lieberg, and we will have our Heartland Farms postgame show in just a second. Chase looks to the back judge. As soon as he starts counting, he will snap the ball, and that is it. The Assumption Royals 49, Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds 8. We'll have our postgame show to wrap this one up here when we get back to Wisconsin Rapids.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Hopefully the homecoming court. We're hopefully going to bring them over here and put them all in there. I got to talk to Coach Sullivan first, and then we'll put you guys in the house. Yeah. Is this all that's? Oh, we got football players too.
Yeah. Guys, pray.
I'm glad you guys didn't leave because I've been talking it up the whole time. So, yeah.
What? Ethan Peters' little brother is finally doing something?
You guys know what you're going to say? Just say we're the 2022. We're the.
That's a lot of words. We're the homecoming court.
Perfect. That works perfect.
Can we say it at the same time?
All of you, yeah.
Hey, clean it up over there.
Nice job.
Yes, sir, Blue.
Yes, sir. We have to dance tomorrow. Awesome. So we can't do anything.
Good?
Didn't work last week.
I was in Wrightstown.
No, I said the post game.
Oh, I know. Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. The Assumption Royals get a huge win here tonight, 49-8 over the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds. Coach, probably talked to your guys a lot about it. a lot of distractions during homecoming week. Not a lot of distractions here tonight.
No, they came out ready to play. Yeah, we always talk about that distraction of homecoming, but actually, pregame speech was talking about how special homecoming was, so turn that into something. And said, you guys play how you should be playing and do your jobs. It's going to be a homecoming to remember. And yeah, proud of every one of them. We dominated that game, and very proud of our guys.
From the start of the beginning, offense, defense, special teams, you just mentioned it, domination the whole time. Jack, able to read as well as he has all year. Just talk about his performance.
Yeah, Jack played phenomenally tonight. I thought making correct reads. Obviously, Iola wasn't going to let Nick try to carry the ball too much, and so he took advantage of that and did a great job throwing the ball. He had touch on the ball. I mean, he had some really nice passes there, and we had guys catching the ball too. So yeah, I mean that was a nice, rushing and passing attack there.
Next fun one next week, Saturday afternoon in Stevens Point. Just how do you get your guys ready? Not for a Friday night, but a Saturday afternoon one too.
I don't think you have to get them too ready for Pacelli, so they'll be ready to roll. It's a little bit of a rivalry there as far as that goes. So we haven't beaten them yet, so we need to beat them this year as well. So it'll be fun.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach. See you next week. Thank you. All right, we're going to do a little special here for in the house. We're going to bring in the Assumption Homecoming Court. We'll bring them all. Come on, everyone. We're going to put them all in the house, and then we're going to sign things off here. As, again, the Assumption Royals 49-18. A couple of football players on the homecoming court as well. We'll put the king and queen in the middle. Hand you guys this. You guys can, come a little bit closer. Seem like you guys like each other. You know what you're going to say?
Yeah.
We're the Assumption Homecoming Court, and we're in the house, all right?
Okay.
All at the same time, all right? Hold on. We'll get the thumbs up from upstairs. You guys ready?
Okay.
Ready? All right. 3, 2, 1.
We're the Assumption Homecoming Court, and we're in the house!
Royals Nation. All these basic white chicks. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Wisconsin Rapids. Again, the Assumption Royals 49, Iola-Scandinavia 8. Assumption Royals now 4-1 in the conference. Really have a clear path to a conference title this year. For Olivia Zimmerman and Josh Bush, this is C-Mave signing off. Again, you have been watching Assumption Royal football exclusively right here on Zaleski Sports. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend, everyone.